All right, Call of Duty made so many updates, it's hard to even keep up. They just, didn't reveal anything for us, and then they revealed a massive, massive update in just the past 2 hours. So, again, this is super fresh, guys, and I will keep you guys with more content updated. So, is the spookiest season of the year. Welcome to the haunting of Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6, and Call of Duty Warzone. Three new 6v6 maps at this point. Bootown, spooky themed Nuketown. So slasher deathmatch inspired by two horror icons, Zombies, LTM, Haunted Havoc, Verdansk, Rebirth Island variants. So again, look at how much we got news overall. It is absolutely incredible over here. I did stutter because when I'm checking how many weapons, the more pages I open, you can actually see over here that they have released new maps as well. Gravity, Rig, Modball, Boottown. So these are terrifying new maps that are going to be launching. So again, there's going to be a ton of content. I feel like I really want to make multiple videos on this one. So here I'm going to be focusing on their action. Now, one of these things is I saw most of these maps are actually reskins. So we are seeing, in fact, a lot of Black Ops maps that they are talking about. Again, super duper awesome maps. The issue is they are in fact reskinned, and that matter. And we do see that Boottown is basically a version of Nuke, and how we probably saw over 20 Nuke versions at this point. We saw Modball. Now that is a really, really cool looking design map, and I do hope they at least stay outside of the game, which I very much doubt. But it does make you consider, like, is there going to be any lore behind these maps, or is it just going to be a simple reskin? I'm personally hoping that we would be seeing some extra content regardless of that. So yeah, there is going to be new modes as well, and not just maps, and that is the Slasher Deathmatch Jason and Slasher Deathmatch Chucky, where Chucky is basically going to be, hunting you down and looking for you, and whenever you will be, wherever you will go, Chucky will be there. And that's what really makes me excited for this part, is because this is something we saw in Call of Duty Ghosts. And when we saw that in Call of Duty Ghosts, it really made you, kind of scared. It didn't feel like a Call of Duty game anymore. And now that we are finally seeing some of that as well on these new maps, it makes me consider that Call of Duty is going more towards direction where it wants to be in a way like open map area, more like creative mode, which we do see in the Call of like Fortnite style, where there's really multiple of game modes. There's also going to be Haunted Havoc for Zombies, which is another mode, and leaderboard events, and a new Gobblegum, which actually means that they will have collect some kind of essence. Call of Duty went fully that into detail. And yet there's a very clear reason that there's going to be no carry forward on this one, because the skins look absolutely amazing. And, people wouldn't have more reason to buy Black Ops 7 skins if there's no carry forward at that matter, from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. However, I really do like the idea of game modes where we do have Zombies, which also teases the new Black Ops 7, which is going to have lots of zombies, basically. That is another thing that a lot of people don't realize is a very important factor. This is basically like a mini teaser for the new game with all their new features that they have been improving and adding to Black Ops 7 as well. They're going to be coming from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. But again, I feel like the assets are going to be from Black Ops 6 zombies. It doesn't matter that much. It is an awesome idea that you face against, sort of like player versus enemy and then player versus player if you're fighting someone. This is exactly the type of Fortnite was doing, and it doesn't feel, out of proportions for me personally. There's also going to be a new Black Ops 7 Zombies Haunted Havoc that throws you into a relentless nightmare with lurking mimics, treat-filled jack-o'-lanterns, and the intensity of a forced rampaged inducer. So I guess like making zombies faster and right from the start, which actually does speed up. I feel like this was one of the most requested feature on Zombies. There's a lot of pro players and, in Zombies, and they don't want to wait 5 minutes or 10 minutes to even get the rounds rolling. So yeah, guys, I hope you're prepared for Black Ops 7, and I'm going to be making another video on this pretty much soon. I'll keep you guys updated with more.